Hey everybody, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jessica, and we're Interstate Explorers.
And in today's video, we're going to be upgrading our sewer hose. We bought a Wastemaster, and we have to install the Camlock system and a storage system. And the first upgrade that we're making is with the sewer hose. And so we bought this Wastemaster sewer hose, and this is one of the best sewer hoses on the market. It's very stable, it's very durable, and it's very sanitary. One of the things, though, about it is that it uses the Camlock system, which is different than what most travel trailers are equipped with. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to install this. Okay, and this is going to go on the end of the black tank opening. And so what I'm going to have to do is that if you can see down here, all these nubs right here, I'm going to have to take this cap off. I'm going to have to sand those nubs down. And then with ABS cement, this is going to get put on there. And then once that's set, then the hose actually goes inside of here. I've got the Camlock fitting installed, and this is actually a fairly simple process. It still needs to cure a little bit, but it's nice and snug as you can see. This is how you open the cap up, and these things are super secure, and you got to actually put a decent amount of force to get these open, and then you can pull the cap off. And then what happens is you put the hose, and the hose just latches in there, you latch it back up, and then this is actually a lot tighter fitting than the traditional sewer hose. There should be absolutely zero leakage. So I'm going to put that back in, but now one of the issues with this hose is that the head doesn't come off. So I have to install this unit here, because the head's actually going to fit inside here. And the problem is that now I've got to put that somewhere down here. So initially what I was thinking, which isn't going to work, is that I was just going to put this here, but then this kind of sticks out quite a bit. So what I'm going to do, and this is going to require a trip to the hardware store and a different day, is I'm going to take a saw, I'm going to saw it off here, this whole thing off. I'm going to put this inside there. And then underneath here, let's see if we can get underneath there. There's some support beams, and I'm going to support it additionally on these support beams. So that, and then that's going to hang from the underside there. So I'm going to go to Lowe's, and I'll be back with more updates. One day later, we're back at the Brinkley. I went to the hardware store, and I bought some items that'll hopefully get this installed onto our trailer. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so step one of the process is done. I took a saw. I just got this little saw at Home Depot. It was on sale for like $2. I took that and I hacked off this. So now this will give me more space to place this in. So next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to sand this down. After I'm done that, this tube is going to be inserted into here with some ABS cement. And then on the opposite side, this will get inserted into this tube, because the problem is as you can see, this tube is just a little bit too small to fit snugly in there. So I'm going to use this, which I just picked up at Home Depot, to make the connection a little bit more snug. So I'll be back and we'll see how this ends up turning out. Now the next issue that we're running into is with this tube. This is the one that I'm going to insert, is that the connection isn't quite super snug on this thing. And actually, if I put the ABS cement in, it's not going to make a snug enough connection. So what I've done is I've hacked off a little bit more of the original ending of the tube, and I'm going to hack this up a little bit more, and then I'm going to put this on there and glue it on, and this will give me a little bit of buffer, which will make this connection point snug. So we'll see how that works. My trick, I think, will work. This was a little bit big, so I had to cut it there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to glue this on top. Then I'm going to put it in and glue it right there. And then we should be good to go. So hopefully this works. Are going to end today. So I installed this, but it's not tightened because when I started tightening it, actually some of the cement started getting a little bit loose back here, so I had to reapply the cement. So I'm going to let the cement dry, and then tomorrow I'm going to tighten this up and make sure that everything's in place. So looks like I'll have to wait one more day until I can check if this works or not. All right, and here we are back again. This is day 3. We're going to check how the cement has dried, and hopefully it's dried well, and then I'm going to secure everything in place, and we should be good to go. So let's go see how everything's looking. Okay, so I just checked everything out, and the cement has dried well. This is not moving, so that's good. Also, I attached this clamp here, and I tightened it a little bit, and this is attached to the underside. We'll see if we can see that here. The underside of the unit, so this will help keep it supported a bit more. This door is lockable. I've unlocked it, and then inside we've got the Drainmaster sewer hose, and that fits nice and snug in there. And then when I need to pull it out, it'll just go onto this Camlock fitting right there. So all in all, this was definitely a success. Okay, and that's going to be our video on our sewer hose setup. And we want to hear from you. What's your sewer hose setup like? Are you using a Wastemaster? Did you get it installed by the factory? We want to know what you're thinking about that stuff too. So make sure to like and subscribe. Throw us a comment down below with any questions or comments that you have, because we want to hear from you. And until next time, keep exploring.